Hey planner babes, welcome back to another brand new video. I'm so excited that you guys are here today. If you want to follow me, you can do so on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok using @PlannerGoAmy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss another brand new video from me. Let's get into the video. Hey planner babes, welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. And for today's video, I'm going to be talking about how me and my best friend survived the Great War and I was able to get us 2 tickets to the Eras Tour. We are so excited to go. Woo! So, as we all know, this started in fall of 2022 when Taylor Swift went on Good Morning America and she announced that she was touring again. She had announced that there were US dates out and that international dates were to be announced at some point soon. So we all know how that went. If you don't know, you can Google Taylor Swift Eras Tour US on sale and you can see the mayhem and kind of the mayhem all of those fans went through and why it was dubbed the Great War. So it's March of 2023. Taylor Swift starts going on tour and there are still no international dates announced. But she did say she was going to announce them. And then partway through the tour, I would say maybe June, July, she announces her first set of international dates. They are Latin/South America, so they are Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, and another country which, Chile maybe? I'm not 100% certain of the other countries she announced. And then later on, she announced a bunch of more international dates, such as in Asia, Australia, Europe, the UK. I'm not sure where else, but I know kind of covering all of those continents and places. And there was still no Toronto dates announced. And she had even done like 2 or 3 more announcement of additional dates to those cities. But again, no Toronto dates. And then on her website or her online store, you could buy merch that had the name of all of the cities that she was going to on the Eras Tour, both in the US and international. And again, there was no Toronto on there, so people felt pretty certain that there was going to be no Toronto dates. So some fans did attempt to get tickets to UK shows, and some were successful. And then some just felt defeated and thought they were not going to be able to see Taylor, like me. And then I don't exactly remember when, but I believe it was in July or beginning of August, Taylor Swift announced a second leg of the North American leg. So basically, yeah. So she had announced 9 more dates in the US in 3 cities, I believe, in Indianapolis, Miami, and New Orleans, if I'm not mistaken. Could totally be wrong. As well as those 9 US dates, she announced 6 Toronto dates. Oh my goodness. So that was beyond exciting. So when those were announced right away, as soon as I saw it on my Instagram feed, I messaged my best friend and I confirmed that she would like to go to the tour with me. Like, it's 100%, well, because I knew she wanted to go, but that it was 100% certain she was going to go with me if I could get us tickets. So as soon as the verified fan pre-sale registration opened up, I did 1 pre-sale registration at first. I thought that would be completely enough. I thought I would not need to do more than 1. Then it kind of hit me, maybe I should do multiple. So then I did 2 more pre-sale registrations on the regular verified fan pre-sale. As well, I realized that there was a RBC Avion Rewards pre-sale registration, but I thought you had to be a credit card holder to sign up for that. And so my mom had actually foreseen that, and she said, you should message your dad because he might have that RBC credit card. And then I actually saw an ad on TikTok, hilariously enough, encouraging people to sign up for the RBC Avion Rewards pre-sale registration. And it actually said you didn't need a credit card or an RBC bank account. You just needed to sign up for the free RBC Avion Rewards account. So I did 3 RBC Avion Reward accounts that I signed up for, so I could do 3 RBC Avion Rewards pre-sale registrations It's a lot of RBC Avion. So basically, in total, I did 6 pre-sale registrations for the Eras Tour in Toronto. And I did each registration was for 2 different dates, obviously. And so in total, we had we had at least 1 pre-sale registration for every date that she was going to be in Toronto to just maximize my chances of hopefully getting a code. And I thought with the 6 pre-sale registrations, I would get a code. So the regular verified fan pre-sale, that closed earlier than the RBC one, and the codes also went out a week earlier than the RBC one. So I don't remember the dates exactly, but I know that the codes went out on a Tuesday at 7 p.m. with the pre-sale starting the following day and continuing for about 3 days. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So when the regular verified fan pre-sale emails went out, I was waitlisted on all of them, and I felt sad. I felt defeated. I was disappointed. I was like, it's just so sad. It's just so sad that I got waitlisted. I would have loved to have gotten a code to buy tickets, especially on the first pre-sale. That would have been ideal, right? So you have the best option for tickets. And I messaged my best friend saying we got waitlisted on all of them. I was pretty sad. But I did say I did do 3 of the RBC pre-sale. So I had my fingers crossed because those codes are coming out a week later. So a week later, I decided to check my email about an hour earlier, so not at 7 p.m., around 6 something. And I noticed that all the emails had come in, basically saying that, again, I was waitlisted on all of them. I, at this point, felt beyond defeated because I knew at this point there was no chance I could get tickets. I had seen people on TikTok when the first pre-sale code emails went out for the regular one. I was actually on a live. I was watching a live of somebody who was waiting on their email as well, and they had said, along with other people on TikTok, that there is a very slim chance that you get off the wait list, and I had not gotten off the wait list for the first set of pre-sales. So I was not feeling hopeful that I would get off the wait list. And I was feeling, like I said, pretty defeated, pretty sad. And I had resigned to the fact that we were not going to be going to the Eras Tour. And this cool thing that me and my best friend could do, we would no longer be able to do. So then I ended up going to bed that night. The following day, I have a day off. I'm not working. And this is where it all goes down. So it is Wednesday, I believe August 16th, because I believe the RBC Avion code went out August 15th, if I'm not mistaken. I get up, it's the day off from work, so I kind of sleep in. I get up, I go sit on the couch downstairs in the living room. I think I bring a book with me. I intend to read, but then I end up playing on my phone. And then all of a sudden, I get a text. It says, you're off the wait list for the Taylor Swift Eras Tour Avion Rewards pre-sale. I think it took a few seconds to register in my brain that A, this was an email that this was a text message that I was off the wait list, and B, that it wasn't a scam. It was an actual authentic email, like text message, like who would send this as a scam, right? So then I rush upstairs to come to my laptop because I figure it will be much easier to purchase tickets through my laptop. And I remember everybody was saying that you could only be signed in to your Ticketmaster account on one device. Otherwise, it's just going to screw everything up and you won't be able to get the tickets. So I rush to my computer and I figure out which account it was. And then I try to put my credit card information on the account, but the page keeps glitching. It keeps going up and down like this. I'm unable to. So I just whatever, I'm going to sign out on my laptop and do it on my phone because this is where the text message is with the link. So I click on the link. I get in the queue. There is about 4 people ahead of me. And then once I get out of the queue, I put in my code. Honestly, I don't remember. I think you have to put in your code after the queue still. But I know I put in my code at some point that I got. I will show all of this on the side here. And unfortunately, I did not take any video or images of what it was like inside to buy tickets, but others have. It was just kind of mayhem. So I go in, and the cheapest tickets I can find are $584, about $584 a piece, which would have encompassed both me and my best friend's entire budget to buy tickets, to go to Toronto, gas and everything, because we don't live in Toronto. So I click on the tickets. I don't add them to my cart for some reason. I just click on the tickets, and then I message my best friend, should I buy them? She was like, I don't know. And then she's like, let me think about it. So then she comes back to me, and so she's like, buy the tickets in all caps. And then I click add to cart, and obviously they're no longer available because they were the cheapest tickets available there. So it said something like, oh, another fan got them. So then there are no tickets left under $600, and there's no way we can afford any of the tickets that are there, because they're basically all VIP tickets that are left, and floor seat tickets, which if you're not in the first 5 aisles of the floor, it's just not worth it. So at this point, I feel really sad. I feel defeated. I was like, I got a code and it went to waste. I still kept the tab open. I stayed until there were literally no tickets left, until there were just accessible tickets that were left, until I literally stayed there was no tickets left, and then there were a couple that came back because maybe people didn't end up buying them or whatever, so they went back onto the sales floor per se. And I was crying at one point, bawling, because I was like, I felt really responsible for all of this, and I kind of like felt like I had really effed up in a way in all of this. So I felt really sad, and then I went to go make my lunch, and this is the part where I don't remember everything quite, this particular detail quite well. I don't remember if I reloaded the page or the Ticketmaster page for the tickets reloaded itself, but there ended up being a bunch of nosebleed tickets at $203 a piece that were there, and I quickly clicked on one. I clicked add to cart, and it said, oops, another fan already got that ticket. And then I click on another one, and I add to cart, and it lets me add to cart. And then once you're in the cart, I could see in the top right corner that it had a 7-minute countdown. So I had 7 minutes to buy these tickets. So I'm in there, I'm starting to put my credit card information, my billing information, all the kind of important stuff. And then part of me thinks, oh, I didn't even see what section we'll be sitting in. Should I go back and look? And then I was like, no, that's really stupid. Don't go back and look, because I'm either going to go back on the sales floor and somebody else is going to buy them, and you're going to really lose out this time. So I told myself, just go ahead, buy the tickets. So I go ahead, I go through the whole process. And then at one point, once I hit like checkout or whatever, or something like that, it says, oh, we need a verification code from your bank. That can happen with large purchases like that, right? Because I'm spending like a little over $400. So then I get the option to either get an email or a text. I like text because when I get a text message with a verification code, my phone's keyboard already grabs it from the text without me having to open the text. So I can just click on that and it'll put it in. So that's what it did. I got it. I got the text pretty quickly. I put in the code from my bank, and then the wheel was spinning. And that it was like loading that it was kind of verifying everything with the bank. It was spinning as the 7-minute countdown was going on. And there was about 4-something minutes left. So part of me was like worried, because when something spins forever, I was like, oh no, what's going to happen? And then I just stayed there and I stared at the screen. And then eventually it went to the page like, you got the tickets or whatever. And then I get the email that says you got the tickets. And right away I go to call my best friend right away. I didn't call her while I was buying the tickets because I really wanted to make sure this time that I had secured them. So after getting the tickets, and then I was like, oh, now I will check what section we're in. So I make sure that they're in my Ticketmaster account on the Ticketmaster app. So once I see that both tickets are there, I automatically go and I try to call my best friend. She's not answering. She's like, I'm busy for a second. So I was like, call me as soon as you can, whatever. So I can't remember if I end up like 2-3 minutes later calling her again, or she calls me. And then I tell her I'm going to start by singing a couple lines from the Great War. So I start singing like 4 lines from the Great War, like we survived the Great War, blah, blah, blah. I could tell that she is kind of confused. And she had told me afterwards that when I asked her about this, she thought that this call when I was calling her this last time was to go over a game plan. If I did get off the wait list, or just like a game plan for potentially another way, if on sale tickets are going to go on sale maybe a couple months before the concert. So she was kind of confused, and I could tell that when I was singing the Great War that she was confused. And so I tell her that we won the Great War, and I was able to get us concert tickets to the Eras tour. And she's basically like, screaming, screeching a bit in the ear. And it was just one of those crazy moments, like we just couldn't believe that we had gotten the Eras Tour tickets. Sorry, there's like a car outside the window of my house. I'm just looking at it. We were just like freaking out, and we honestly could not believe that we got tickets, and we're in the nosebleeds. So the 500s, I won't mention what section, just because like right now I don't feel safe sharing the section. We're two females going to the concert, and I know there's a bunch of other females there, but I just feel personally I don't want to mention what section, what row, what seat, or anything. I just feel like that's what's safe. But I will say we are in the nosebleeds. We are in section 500. We are a side view of the stage, but we are not behind the stage, so we will be able to see Taylor, to see all the graphics on the stage. We'll probably have to look at the screen, but overall, sorry, it's an Amazon guy who I think was kind of confused on what house to come to. So I'm kind of looking out because I always want to like make sure who's coming to the front door. But so yeah, we will at least be able to see the graphics on the stage, see the entire stage, see Taylor. We'll have to look at her on the big screen probably because we'll be in the 500s, but we'll be able to see. And we're going to I don't mind sharing what night we're going to. We're going to the first night of the Toronto shows. It's pretty cool to go to night one. I think either night one or any night to go is amazing. But I think being night one or the final night in Toronto, those are just kind of fun. You've got the energy. Taylor Swift's excited for, her first show of this tour in that city. So me and my best friend are just beyond excited. There will definitely be Eras Tour content coming closer to the tour date. I already got my Eras Tour outfit in. I am going as the Lover Era, so I will show you guys that. Obviously closer to the concert date. But yeah, that was just how I was able to secure Eras Tour tickets for me and my best friend. This is how we survived the Great War. I will honestly say it is totally a roller coaster ride. It was totally a roller coaster ride to buy the tickets. You definitely felt like you were up and down with emotions. But me and my best friend could not be more excited to go to the Eras Tour. It's just beyond exciting. So if you want any more information, if you feel like there's details I left out, if you have questions, you can let me, you can write those in the comments down below. You can also message me at @PlanToGoAmy on Instagram. That's a much better way to interact and get a lot more information from me, because we can really start a chat that way. So if you have any questions, Eras Tour related, how I got the tickets, if there's any details you feel like I left out or any questions you have, or if you have any planning questions, you can message me at @PlanToGoAmy on Instagram, and we can start a actual conversation in the Instagram chats, and that'll be a great way to talk. So that is all for this video. If you liked it and enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss another brand new video from me. You can follow me at @PlanToGoAmy on Instagram and TikTok as well as Threads. And you can follow my washi tape brand at Wonder Washi Tape on Instagram. And you can shop my brand by going to wonderwashi.etsy.com. Until the next time, planner babes, bye!